everybody at the table has 1,000 or more, except for Stan in seat 7. He has about 700, and Joy in seat 9, who has about 400.
And she may have more than that. I think that's that old chip count.
Raise under the gun
25.
from Roger. This time with 10s. Call from Stan with 9s. Calling all around. Ryan says, I want to gamble with... Oh, no, excuse me. Ryan folds. Joy says she wants to gamble with these 5.
I don't know if Joyce is at the point of any 2 now, but she's getting close. At least this one's a suited gapper, where the others were not gappers.
They were 10 gappers.
They were 10 gappers.
They were gappers. They were just 10 gappers.
There are gappers in some other
Deuce,
games.
Jack,
Like in gin. In gin, it might have had more value,
yeah.
right?
Top set for Stan, overpair for Roger, and Roger was a pre-flop raiser.
Roger is going to
At
get in a little
55.
trouble here, obviously.
55 is a continuation bet.
Now, Joy did hit bottom pair. We haven't seen her hit a bottom pair yet, so let's see what she decides to do.
Yeah, she hasn't hit a pair period
No.
yet when all the hands that she's
Yeah, exactly.
played.
So, Joy, we're learning about you, and I do see some chips. She's getting some chips ready even before Stan makes his call.
So Stan, yeah. I wonder if Stan noticed that, and is why perhaps Stan just called. Stan, again, with about 600, and he's covered by Roger.
Yeah. And Joy is definitely overplaying that hand.
And Joy now has hit 2 pairs.
So she gets herself in trouble.
Big trouble.
Because she cannot win. She cannot fill up better than what Stan will fill up at.
Roger still going for the pot, and I don't see why not. You know, even though 2 opponents have called him, there's multiple draws that they could have on this board. I might bet a little less than this, however. I think you can achieve the same thing with
140.
a less, maybe 100, 110.
This is going to be interesting. The Stan just called because you gotta assume Joy's going to re-raise here.
I usually take, I mean, if I just called on that flop, it's just like, how much longer can you just call? It's like,
Yeah.
you want to get your money in there. It's only 140 and Stan still has 600 left. You want to be able to, you know, profitably get it all in on the river and expect to get a call. So you kind of have to make at least a min raise here, I would think.
Raise to 300.
And that's exactly what Stan has done.
Or min raise.
And instantly all in for Joy.
Joy's all in.
All in.
Now for me, this is my weak point if I'm Roger, because I usually know I'm beat here, and I'm usually still just calling because I'm an idiot. And that's hard, I think, for a lot of players. You know, my 10's can be good. I got the overpair.
All in 280.
Even though there's 2 players that seem pretty happy right now. You know, that's my one weak point. I think about it. I know I'm beat, and then before you know it, I'm calling.
Just gonna gamble. Let me see. It's
I know it's wrong, and I know when I'm doing it's wrong too. But that's the one thing I've been working on. I've been laying down a little bit better lately, but that's my weak point. You know, I convince myself, right?
Because you're just gonna play and you're here to gamble.
I
so
convince
why not
myself
gamble?
Stan's making a move, and Joy could have an ace-9. That's usually what I'll convince myself. I swear to God.
Well, because
That
you've
is-
probably seen it before,
yeah.
but
Good fold by Roger.
yeah.
$20
Obviously.
change.
No, and I think when I do that, I suffer from the usual, what can I have that I think could be good? And, you know, I spend too much time convincing myself, and then I believe it.
You don't remember the hand?
So Joy is drawing dead here.
She sees the bad news.
You got like 5 callers. You were out of position.
And just like that, Joy goes bust.
Yeah, you bet.
So good for Roger to save a little bit of money.
Yes.
Nice hand for Stan, obviously. Very lucky to get two players who definitely had some good hands there by the time the turn got there.
That flop could have missed everybody. Almost missed everybody.
Chips,
And just like that, Stan, who was the one guy less than 1,000, now has the largest chip stack on the table, about 1,300.
Like I said, when you bet, I was thinking, great, I'm going to raise this. And the next person